Yo, what it do? Brah Migos Podcast in the building. And you already know who it is. Price, Rob, Bisky. Here with our weekly episode. Up front, before we get into the dramatics, you gotta remember, like and subscribe. Tell your people about us. You gotta go ahead, hit that button. Hit the button, ring the bell, get your notifications on. Let's do this. Rob.
Hey.
How you feeling, Rob? How you feeling?
You ever laugh through the tears? Because that's all I could really do. That's all I really got. Let's see. It's just those rainy days. You know, just come. They're here. It's like we got this nice music here, and all I can think about is the impending death of my offensive line because Micah Parsons now gonna basically be with us in our division for 2 times a year for the next 4 years. I don't like this shit. All right. Jerry Jones, you have look at me. Look, you old motherfucker. Look at me. You have made an enemy out of this motherfucker right here. This guy. Because you don't want to pay somebody. Because you don't want to motherfucking pay a nigga that should have been paid. You got Dak Prescott right there in your huddle. You got CeeDee Lamb right there in your huddle. Pay those motherfuckers. Zach Martin, now retired. Pay that motherfucker. But the motherfucker you should have paid, no, he gets sent off to Green Bay just because you just don't want to pay him. You don't want to give him the money that he deserves. And you did say, oh well, we had a contract set in place, and we had all this. And so what the fuck? You could have talked to his agent. You didn't. You was trying to be on some predatory shit. Everybody saw. All these other players basically said you shouldn't have done. Like, come on, dude. Like, just because you basically think about this. Like, y'all watch football. You in the audience, y'all watch football. Like Micah Parsons, what he is. If you said he was the Dak Prescott of linebackers, you say he was the Dak Prescott of pass rushers. That motherfucker be offended. That'd be offending. If you said Dak Prescott was the Micah Parsons of quarterbacks, you'd be fucking lying. But yet he's the motherfucker that's still on this team just because your pride, and I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say the quiet part out loud. Your pride, Jerry, couldn't basically pay that motherfucker. It's sad, dude. Like, your pride is basically gonna fuck your whole team. And then Cowboys fans, if y'all basically still filling up Jerry World, y'all ain't real. Y'all ain't real. Y'all been talking about this motherfucker been basically doing all the yes, your people, your ilk, beard man. Your people basically ain't really about it as the way y'all say y'all do. Because y'all let this motherfucker go. This dude who basically has been like defensive player of the year candidate every year he been in the league. He fucking damn near won it as a rookie. Like, had like the only motherfucker that's had like 13 plus sacks in like, or he had 52 sacks in his career, in his 4-year career, like rival Reggie White, dog. Like, this motherfucker is the truth. And y'all chose to basically go on this predatory shit and not give him what he wanted. Give him how he wanted it. Jerry, your pride is going to be the death of you. And it's going to be the death of your team. And I hope y'all basically know this, because we now have to feel the brunt of your fuck up because you wanted your pride not to be in the way. That's fucked up, dude.
So, from the man who now has to deal with Micah Parsons in his division to the Dallas Cowboys fan himself, Jarvis, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about this move?
Yeah, how you feel, Jarvis?
I mean, I just want to say, just a couple weeks ago, Rob was asking for Micah to come to his division. I mean, it might not be in the way that he envisioned,
what I want.
But he's in your division, nonetheless. But didn't I say it? He don't want to be there no more. It's time to kick rocks. He ain't want to be here no more. You can't keep a player that don't want to be there no more. We just gonna insert Kenny, and we gonna make it roll.
Who?
What Jared say? He wasn't. What Jared say? He wasn't stopping the run anyway. So, and I hope every week, Micah. Now you got a new enemy. I hope every week they take you to IHOP and them offensive linemen pancake you every doggone week. I just want to see pancake stacks on Micah every week.
Pancake stacks?
Every week. Pancake stacks. Flapjack them every week. You're a trader now. You ain't want to be in D-Town. I ain't got no. That's why I didn't get no Michael Parsons jersey, because I knew you wasn't going to be here long. Trader.
He's the trader?
We'll be all right.
He's the trader. Hold on. Jerry Jones tried to basically pull the whole fucking I'm gonna say Diddy because that has a whole different connotation. But like the Master P, the motherfucking record exec doing this predatory shit, basically like, hey man, I got a deal for you. You know, like go ahead, sign your name on the dotted line right here. And doing that bullshit, basically trying to get
40 mil.
But then he got 48 from the Packers. Like, that's the thing.
And
like,
taxes, he gonna still get less.
But the thing about it is,
hit from Green Bay.
That man said, I need to take this to my agent, the motherfucker that I pay to look over these things. And Jerry's like, no, hold on. We don't. This is how real men carry on business. No, man, that's how predators carry on business. That's how motherfuckers that basically see that little kid that basically is at the talent show, they got all this promise, that basically like, oh yeah, sign your name right here. See, TLC basically had this kind of shit happen to them, dog. Like that's what basically happened. It was just like, hey, I needed my representation to look at this contract and look at the deals within the stuff. Just like we talked about the WNBA last week with, hey, these deals have these certain things in them that may not be at the best advantage of what the people that are going to be bound under these deals are going to actually like. And so all Michael wanted to do was get somebody else to look at his shit. And what did Jerry go? No, man, get out of here. Yeah, no. And that's basically what's going to happen. Y'all niggas going to get out of any level of playoff contention, any level of success, just because he wanted to have his own fucking way. Fuck you, Jerry.
I mean, they do got 10 other men on the field.
And those niggas going to be fucked up too.
It's safe to say, people on the show, that Jerry Jones, contract predator? Rob thinks so. Rob definitely
no, so y'all niggas was like second in pressures last year. Bet money, y'all niggas ain't gonna basically have that shit this year. Bet money that y'all ain't really got no pass rushers. Who gonna do it? Dexter, Dante Fowler? Like who gonna do it? Who gonna be out there to basically be that
Somebody
person?
Gonna step up. Somebody gonna step up
and get knocked the fuck down. That's what's gonna happen to the Cowboys. There's gonna be somebody's gonna step up and chumps up up to be beat down. Yeah, that's what's gonna be going on in Irving, Texas. Where the fuck
you know what's gonna
play?
happen? My boy. All right, I'm probably gonna botch his name, OD Gazuna. I'm not good with the big long name pronunciation.
It don't matter.
But my boy OD Gazuna, however you say it, you're gonna step up and be the man up front. He gonna step up.
Y'all gave up 27.5 points last year on defense. Bet money that's gonna be 30. Bet money y'all gonna basically motherfucking flip. Y'all gonna be worse than what y'all was last year, which was the Giants. Worse than y'all was last year against the Philly. Y'all not gonna be anything in y'all division. And now you basically put that pain on us, nigga. I wouldn't even be as mad if basically that nigga went to like the Cardinals or some shit, or he went to the Texans or whoever else. But no, y'all had to basically put y'all motherfucking pain on us. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Y'all basically didn't do what y'all the fuck supposed to do, and now it's our problem.
Well, look, you need to tell your offensive line, if they don't want JJ to start having nightmares, they need to get in them trenches.
You tell Jerry,
Basically
tell him and his 70th version of his face to go to hell.
Now, with that
so
being
I
said,
do agree. It was Jerry's fault.
now, with that being said, will Dallas try to package these picks? I'm thinking that they have to do something with these picks, though, because the picks that you just got are going to be lower first round picks. Okay? They have to be moved some way, shape, or form if you want to make an impact. Your quarterback's 32 years old. What are you going to do? I know quarterbacks are playing into 36, 37. How many good years does he have left? So, with that being said, do either one of y'all think Dallas is going to try to move these picks and get something worthwhile?
Talk to the Cowboys fan.
Jarvis, do you think y'all going to try to move these picks and make something happen?
Knowing Jerry, no. He gonna keep them and use them, and probably pick some random position. No, I know Jerry. I'm not confident in his choices. So let's be real.
Ye of little
He keeps
faith
them
in
and
Jerry
he makes
Jones.
a stupid
I don't
decision with
blame
him.
you. I don't blame you for having little faith in Jerry Jones. I don't either. Look, I'll say this. Cowboys fans, right now, if you believe that your team is in a worse state, which I do think that they're in a worse state than what they were last year, you need to stop supporting. Stop going to the game. Stop giving them your money. Because as long as you continue to give Jerry that money, Jerry's going to keep doing Jerry type shit.
That money and that attention. Because that's what is going to happen. Like, I honestly do think that they're going to try to package those picks, but they're going to be low first. So, yeah, they ain't going to really do much. But it wouldn't be bad if they basically, because they're going to need corner help. Like, I don't know if they're going to keep Trayvon Diggs. I don't know, like, what they're going to do as far as, like, that secondary is concerned. So they need to go replenish that. And I mean, granted, they did, like, Micah Parsons was a double-digit first-round pick. Like, so basically, if you can move up in those rounds, like, you might be able to find somebody not as comparable, but somebody that you can basically at least move or use or something like that. So, yeah.
Now, as you guys can clearly see, this is going to be an NFL-heavy episode. And with that being said, playoff predictions. Yes, I know the season hasn't started, it hasn't kicked off, but you gotta guess sometimes. Sometimes you gotta let it fly. You gotta throw darts at the dartboard and say, hey, this can happen. Okay? So, Visky, I'm gonna let you start. What are your NFC playoff teams that you have? Who are your 7 coming out?
All right, my 7 coming out. Unfortunately, I'm gonna get off the fandom train for a second. I'm always on the fandom train, surprising. But
you don't say.
But get off the fandom train, and I'm gonna give the East. I'm gonna give the East to the Commanders this year. I think Jaden Daniels, sophomore year, might surprise us. I think it might surprise us. I don't have the Eagles going back to back, high octane offense. I just don't. Then I'm gonna roll to the north and give it to the Lions. I think they just, their confidence in their playmaking and everything, the coaching and the players they have. I just think it's gonna be too much. Then I'm gonna go with the NFC South, the cheeks of the NFC, the booty cheeks division. But I'm gonna give it to the Bucks. I don't see anybody else in there making any kind of run. And then I'm gonna go ahead and give it to the Rams. The Rams are gonna take control of that division and let it roll. Now for my 3 wild cards. Also in the West, I think the 49ers, Brock Purdy, they come back and, make their statement. Another wild card, I think Jordan Love and the Packers, again, might make some noise. And for that reason, my last wild card being none other than hopping back on the fandom train, my Dallas Cowboys. Because Micah versus the Cowboys in the playoffs is a money maker. That is going to be nothing but eyes selling tickets. That's going to be a money maker right there. And so we can take Micah Parsons to high in the playoffs. Give him that stack of pancakes.
So Rob, his hopping off the fandom train was short-lived. He hopped off, took a bathroom break, hopped right back on the train.
Motherfucker was double dutch off it. Like all right.
Rob, NFC playoff picks, my boy. Who you got, Rob?
All right. So my division winners. I got Philly winning the East. Got, unbiasedly the Vikings winning the North. Got the Bucks winning the South. And the Rams winning the West. So we together on that. Got the Commies basically making the playoffs as one of the wild card teams. I got the Seahawks. I think they're gonna surprise a lot of people. I think a lot of people count out the Seahawks. I think they're gonna be really good this year. And then the Lions. Those are my NFC teams.
Solid. Now I'll go ahead and give you guys a taste of what I'm thinking. NFC, Philly, Washington, Green Bay, your Vikings, Lions, Dallas, and the 49ers, okay? And I'm going to say why I'm leaving off the Commanders. I'm predicting, because of this whole wide receiver thing and what's going on with the Commanders, that they're going to have problems on offense and maybe a slight sophomore slump. Nothing too major for the LSU savior. Nothing too major for him. But I think he's going to take a little dip in production. They're going to be all over the Commanders. They're just going to miss the playoffs. Okay. It's all good. Okay. It's all going to be good. A South team, the Bucks. The Bucks doing. The Bucks are gonna come out. The Bucks are.
The thing with the NFC South is like everybody wants the Bucks because the Bucks, the defense is not gonna be that great, but the offense is gonna be phenomenal. It's just that everybody else is going to be bad. So I'll actually change my pick. I'll change my pick because I know we're all basically kind of looking the same way, especially when it comes to the Rams. No, not with the Rams, but like when it comes to the South, I'll actually take the Falcons. I think the Falcons will win the South. I'll change my
defense pick. The Bucks defense might not be that good, but the other offenses are kind of just that bad.
So the Falcons, at least with the Falcons, you have at least enough in that team because you got Kyle Pitts who's going to be trying. This is his prove it year. Like this is a straight up prove it year. You got Bijan Robinson. You got Drake London. You got a nice little team. They just drafted Javon Walker or Jalen Walker. I think I might be mixing them up, but no, they still have a nice enough team. Like I think that they gonna make some shit happen. And then I can't count out the Panthers either. Like Panthers, I think it's gonna be all right. But yeah, like the Bucks probably gonna be the class of the division just because that offense is gonna be phenomenal. They probably got the best wide receiver core overall in the league.
So I'm gonna throw a caveat in there before we go to the AFC. By hook or crook, some strange way, if Spencer Rattler seems to come around in New Orleans, and New Orleans has some sort of surge, and they're able to outdo the Bucks down the stretch. Because if it happens, it's not going to be a first half of the season thing. I highly doubt it. It's going to be a back half of the season, one of those New York Giant runs, Rob. You remember how the Giants got into the playoffs? It's going to be one of those runs. If New Orleans happens to pull something crazy like that, that's the only way I can see the Bucks not making it. Or possibly Atlanta knocking them out. Look, people. Fellow football fans. Yeah, I forgot an NFC South pick, but the NFC South is so forgettable.
That's fair.
Look at everything else around it. Yeah. I live here in the state of Louisiana, and I'm like, New Orleans ain't making it. And Tampa Bay has been the only shining thing out of it because Carolina, oh my God. Just oh my God. Look, Carolina. David Tepper, I know why you be throwing fits, but ain't no reason to throw no fits. You know, you gotta chill out. You gotta let your team try to pull it together. Just try to pull it together. But moving on. AFC predictions. I'm gonna come right out and I'm gonna let you guys know. Kansas City Chiefs. Denver. You gotta have Denver in that boat next to him. I think he's gonna show his ass again. Baltimore. Lamar. Cannot have Lamar in the playoffs. Buffalo. Josh Allen. Willing his team again, but not much further than that. The Bengals. Joe Burrow. Joe Cool. The one of the coolest LSU quarterbacks to come out. Him, Jaden Daniels.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. Go Tigers. Look, and I gotta say the Chargers and Houston. Okay. A-Bear, I think he's gonna surprise us this year, right? I think Justin A-Bear is. I think he tired of us talking shit behind his back. I think he tired of us talking shit behind his back, bro. I think he about to say, I'm about to shut them two motherfuckers up right now. They keep talking about me.
Yeah.
And I gotta pick H-Town because Coleridge Stroud, if y'all didn't know that's CJ Stroud's name, which is just hilarious to me. Coleridge Stroud is I think he's gonna do his thing. And he's gonna get Houston back in there. So those are my picks. You know, because I can't pick against my homeboy. My homeboy is always going to be there. He's always there. He's just a man. And he came out with the new cut. I think he coming out. This might be his revenge tour year. He might be the long shot that's not so much of a long shot to go in there and possibly try to win it all again. Now, Rob, who do you have for the AFC?
All right. So I got the Bills. I got the Ravens, got the Texans, got the Chiefs. And for my division winners, my wild cards, the Raiders. I think the Raiders are going to be really good this year. Denver. I think Denver's going to be really good this year. And I got the Bengals to round it out.
Joe Burr, baby. Joe Burr, bro. Joe Burr. Visky, who you looking like for the AFC?
All right, I'm gonna round it up. Of course, gotta have the Bills. My division winners, starting off with the Bills, and I'm on a little opposite train. I got Mr. Joe Cool leading the Bengals to the division win. I got Joe Cool leading the division win. I got Patty Mahomes, and I got the CJ Stroud and the Texans. Boom. So leading up my wild card. Got the Ravens. I got Lamar and the Ravens. I got the Broncos. And I guess the only one really having faith in the Dolphins. Tua, H-Chan, Tyreek Hill. I think they gonna make their statement. They might finally make some noise.
So look, wait a cradle cap wearing moment around here, okay? I can tell you why I'm not picking the Dolphins, and it all starts with that man Tua being concussion prone, okay? It wouldn't surprise me if he wears a cradle cap at home, okay? If he trip and fall, it could be a serious incident for him right now, okay? I cannot, in good spirits, pick the Dolphins. Have you seen their backup quarterbacks?
Ass. Ass. It was Zach Wilson. I only saw Zach Wilson that one bad preseason game. He looked so goddamn pitiful. Oh my God. He looked like he couldn't throw, couldn't really pass. I think he got sacked like 6 times, which usually professionals don't get sacked in the preseason game 6 times. Like, that man was so goddamn bad. And then Quinn Ewers, he was aight, but none too much better.
If Tua go down, Quinn Ewers is their only hope.
Yeah.
You can't put Zach Wilson out.
Oh no, I'm surprised he'd be on the roster still.
If you put him out there, you asking to lose.
Yeah.
If you put Zach Wilson out there after Tua goes down, I want you investigated for throwing the game.
Well,
Straight
get
up.
him.
I
Get him.
want you investigated for throwing the game immediately. I don't even want to hear you argue. Well, he's up. Nope.
Nope.
You trying to throw the game on purpose. Because there ain't no way in hell I'm putting Zach Wilson out there. No way in
Definitely
hell.
not on Zach Wilson.
Now, from playoffs to, we got to talk Super Bowl predictions. Rob, who is your Super Bowl matchup for this year that you think might make it?
So completely unbiased, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like completely. And I'm looking at all these teams, looking at all 32 teams, and I'm looking at them, and I'm like, these are the teams that I feel, can represent the NFL, the Shield, in the biggest game of the year. So unbiasedly, completely unbiasedly, I got the Texans and the Vikings. I think CJ Stroud is going to have a hell of a year, like an MVP worthy year, especially with Nico Collins being there. They picked up Christian Kirk. They got, nice. You still got the nice running backs. Picking up Nick Chubb. Joe Mixon is going to be back sooner or later. But like, I think with this team, with what they have, like, I think they could go through the randomness and basically be the Super Bowl representative for the AFC. And then the NFC, even though Micah Parsons is going to be joining the NFC and he's going to basically be there to ruin my life, I don't think he's going to ruin my life enough. And the Vikings are going to do a greater job of going all the way to the Super Bowl to ruin my life, because then they're going to lose in some kind of like crazy ass, like, oh, we just forgot how to play football fashion, which that's what they usually do. So, but I do have them as the NFC representative.
Now, Visky, who do you see taking on each other in the Super Bowl?
I have kind of a battle of the Bayou. Two former LSU Tiger quarterbacks. Joe Burrow versus Jaden Daniels. Commanders Bengals. Going head to head in the Super Bowl. A shocking Super Bowl. One that's not really predicted much, but I could see making statements and happening. This is the next best thing for them Pooh Cheese Saints fans in Louisiana, to have they two former LSU quarterbacks going head to head in the Super Bowl. It's gonna be interesting. I feel like that could be an interesting matchup, and I feel like that could be fun to watch. That'll be a good one.
Okay, I can see that. Now, me personally, okay, I think it's either gonna be Green Bay or the Lions versus Baltimore.
You think this is gonna be the year?
It has to be. He has to. So look, the stars have to align so you don't see Patrick Mahomes. But Patrick Mahomes is almost guaranteed to be in the playoffs. Okay, what you're hoping for is that he has a early first round exit. Okay, I'm hoping after that, if it's gonna be up, the Lions were so close. Like, the Lions were right there. Okay. And Green Bay, since picking up Michael Parsons, Rob, I can't lie, they never had a wrecking ball quite like that.
Yeah, Reggie White.
But look how long ago that's been.
That's true.
That's been a long time.
Wow.
Matter of fact, Dave Chappelle wrote a song. I wrote the song a long time ago. A real long time ago. They haven't seen nobody like this since Reggie White. And now you got a Reggie White-ish, just see ball, get ball type guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he's really good at getting over that.
So damn good.
And Baltimore, I think this is your chance. This is your one move that if things go right, you have to capitalize and win. Because I hate to say it, if Mahomes takes a breather and goes out early, you just giving him the breath he needs to be back on your behind for the next 4-5 years again. pressing for a Super Bowl. So if it's gonna happen, Baltimore, and you're gonna be a 2-time MVP, Lamar, and everything else, you gotta get the ring. That man in Kansas City, I want to say, what he got, 2 MVPs?
2 or 3.
2 or 3 MVPs and 3 rings?
Yeah.
Okay. He looking really good over there. You can't have a bunch of MVPs and no rings. That just means that I'm really good and I could never help my team propel to the promised land. And it's going to be on your back, Lamar. It's going to be on you. It's going to be on Derrick Henry. That defense is known for being a very good defense.
Right.
You just got to go win it. Look, Al said it best. Just win, baby, win.
Just win, baby.
That's it. And I think this is his chance to win, man. They have to win. They win this, Rob. He was going to be a Hall of Famer before. Okay? But now, that gold jacket is a little bit more shiny.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit more shiny. It ain't matte. It's kind of glossy now. It's kind of glossy.
Yeah.
I think this is a chance. Now, with that being said, we all have awards predictions because, there's awards during the season. Why not have a bunch of awards,
Right.
So, let's all start. Bisky, who is your MVP pick?
My MVP. Hopping on the Phantom train again to the next stop.
Which never happened.
Dak is coming back with a vengeance. Dak Prescott, baby, trying to go for 5,000 yards this year. He gonna try to hit 5K on them boys. 5K.
Okay.
Try to get up 40 touchdowns for us. Less than 10 picks. We going for the monster season, baby. Dak Prescott. Let's go.
I don't know what in the goddamn Dakota rain he been smoking around here, Rob. But then, you know what? Rob, give me your MVP.
All right, so I have a more sensible pick. I'm actually gonna pick Jaden Daniels. I think that the commies are gonna basically do the damn thing this year. Granted, I don't know how the defense gonna be, but I think that offense is gonna be rip roaring, and I think that he's gonna be commanding them. Yeah, what pun intended. And yeah, I think he's gonna be the MVP this year.
Despite not picking him to go to the Super Bowl, I think Patrick Mahomes is on his revenge tour. Okay, 5K. He's coming out here for 5K.
Pun intended.
Pun intended. Pun intended. He's coming out here 5K. He can do it 5K. You hoping your man is gonna throw for 5K, Jarvis? I know this fool can throw for 5,000. And he's gonna come out here and throw for 5,000, probably 40 touchdowns. Because he's gonna have a point to prove. And he can do it. He's that deadly. Okay? It's all about him and Big Red. Look, they got something to prove after what happened in the Super Bowl, okay? And if he's had a good enough breather, I think he's gonna be on people's ass. Okay.
So that means you got a lot of faith in Xavier Worthy and all them.
Hell yeah! Have you not Speed Demon?
Yeah, they drafted another cat that's got some speed. Royals from
Yep.
I can't remember what school, but like
I get Rice back after 6 games.
Right.
Okay. I'm in there.
Yeah.
In there like swimwear.
Mm-hmm.
Now. Yeah, Hollywood Brown, however long he gonna last. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm there. Travis Kelce,
Okay.
yeah, I think he's gonna have something to prove this year because he didn't have a Travis Kelce like year last year. We got something to prove, baby. Yeah. It's rolling over there. No.
Travis Swift.
It don't matter. $1 billion Swift. She got the flattest ass in the world, but she could buy one though with all the money she got if she wanted. That's when she sit down on her wallet.
Back long as Broadway, but shit,
exactly.
she got it down.
Money long as Broadway too.
That's true.
There you go.
I ain't hating on that.
If I want. She said I could buy one if I want. Now, offensive player of the year, Rob. Who is this? Tell me who your offensive player is.
Completely unbiased.
Mm-hmm.
But based with his rookie, the JJ and JJ connection is going to really bear fruit this year when Justin Jefferson is your offensive player of the year. Best wide receiver in the league. I'm going to say it. I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to basically keep my unbiased opinion. Go Tigers. He's the dude that basically is the dude when it comes to wide receivers in the league. Got the speed, got the power, got everything like that. I think he's going to be the offensive player of the year, bar none. Argue with your mama.
That man said, bar none, argue with your mama about it. Visky, who do you have as your offensive player of the year?
I just want to say, at least I admit when I'm riding a fandom train, you know. I ain't in denial like some people. But my sleeper offensive player of the year, which is a fantasy top pick in a lot of leagues this year, Bijan Robinson, baby. I think he gonna have a monster season. I think he gonna make a lot of noise and put a lot of people on notice that he here to be one of them top men in the backfield. He trying to give Saquon a run for his money. He trying to give Derrick Henry a run for his money. It's the guy to hand the ball off to. And I think Bijan gonna make that noise. Not to be confused with Brian Robinson, like some people have made the mistake.
That's a shot at that man in that video. Goddamn.
Hey, B. Robinson. Of course I'm gonna pick him. Oh shit.
Now, with that being said, I'm picking the LSU Tiger. Okay.
Go Tigers.
Jamar Chase, offensive player of the year. Him and Joe Burrow, I think, are going to go crazy as usual, but he's gonna go even a little bit more crazy because he's Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow is throwing him the ball. I think that they're probably going to be one of the highest scoring offenses in the league. Again, for one, their defense hasn't gotten much better. So whenever you don't have a lot of good defense, you play a lot of good offense. Sometimes you got to make offense your defense. And that's why I have my boy Jamar Chase, LSU. But LSU has so many great players in the league right now. I'm just saying.
Many.
I'm just saying.
Wide receiver you.
What wide receiver you? Okay. Now, DPOY. Well, you got to talk about the guys who up front getting gritty on the goddamn defensive side of the ball. And I'm going to go ahead and give mine. You know, Rob, I wish the best for your quarterback. Okay. But Micah Parsons, DPOY, he has something to prove to Jarvis. Now, I don't know how he might hurt your Vikings. Look, JJ McCarthy, just watch yourself. Just watch yourself, okay? It's not my fault that he plays like an animal unhinged, okay? I'm not wishing ill upon you, but
of course not.
I will say this: watch yourself, because that is a quite rather large human being, okay? And he runs at very phenomenal speeds and hit shit like a wrecking ball. Just throw that one out there. Visky, who is your defensive player of the year?
As much as it hurts me to say, I think Micah will take it this year because he wants to make a statement. So glad that it's not going to be in our division that he's going to be making this statement. But sadly, as it hurts me to say, I think Micah, wearing his number 1 jersey that he's decided he wanted to wear, is going to be making a statement for the DPOI. Yes.
There's two Micahs.
My heart.
There's two Micahs right there. So, Rob, DPOY.
All right, so my DPOY, I got Jared Verse from the Rams. I've always liked Jared Verse ever since he was at Florida State. Like, I think this is gonna be his year. If y'all saw the videos of him working out with Aaron Donald, where basically you said he was gonna call the police on that man, I think Aaron Donald gonna have him in tip-top shape to basically win Defensive Player of the Year and follow in his footsteps with the Rams being that dominant defensive player that they have.
No Michael Parsons? You don't want him over there?
He can go to hell. So many people going to hell this episode. I don't know. I'm sorry. Just like spraying that motherfucker. I'm sorry.
You go to hell. You go to hell.
It's like you hit my knee. It's like, go to hell. It's like that's really what it's turned out to be this episode. So. But no Michael Parsons is Defensive Player of the Year. I'm not gonna beat myself up there.
Okay. Well, while you're at it, go ahead and tell us who your protector of the year is. Of
Big
the
L.
front lines.
Let me get Big LJ Lane Johnson from the Eagles. Basically been killing it, ever since he's been in the league. Now I got him as my protector of the year. Especially with the Eagles, I think they're gonna fly high, pun intended, and they're gonna basically do well. So I think he's gonna be protector of the year.
Okay. Jarvis, who do you see as your protector of the year?
I will have to go again with Lane Johnson. Side note, I feel like it could probably be any one of the Eagles front line, especially with the whole tush-push thing and everything. Their offensive line is massive. Lane Johnson, I got leading the charge, but I feel like it could be anyone on that 5. Because right now they just a dominant front line. And they making the holes for Saquon and everything and Jalen, but yes, they got it.
Well, I have to differ. Panay, see this man is a massive human being who's up front watching the line for the Lions, okay? And I think he shines as protector of the year, okay? He's stopping people. He's making people have to change course. And I love it. I have to give it to the Detroit line vet up there, just doing this thing, just push you the hell about the way. Just pushing them, get your ass about my way. And I think that's the division that he will just protect, and he's gonna make his name known. And he's gonna take that award home. Now, with you two also choosing Lane, Johnson, Biscuit, tell the world who you think is going to be the offensive rookie of the year.
All right. For some reason, the madness has to stop. I think they are toying with us up there in Cleveland, Ohio. I think when it's all said and done, they are going to put Shador behind center and let him run amok versus the league. And I feel like they are finally going to stop playing games with us and let him go and show that he can be the quarterback that they need. And we are going to have Shador Sanders as our offensive rookie of the year. Yes. Stop playing with us, Cleveland. Take old Joe out the game.
That man said he's choosing Shador Sanders to play. Rob, tell me who your offensive rookie of the year is.
So I'm gonna actually go a 2-for-1 here, and I'm gonna basically give y'all who my offensive and defensive rookie of the year is. Because it's one guy, and it's Travis Hunter. I think he is going to be the offensive and defensive rookie of the year. I mean, he's got all the talent. I think they're going to want to give him that award more than anything. And I think he's going to win both. I think somehow or another, he is going to win both. Like, I think he's going to be that dude where basically they're like, okay, you are that guy. You got, say 1,000 yards on offense. You got, 4-5 interceptions on defense. That's enough. Go ahead. You're the rookie of the year. Honestly, he's just going to be the adjoining rookie of the year.
So you picking one man to win both sides for the rookies.
Yep.
Okay.
Sure am.
With that being said, my offensive rookie of the year is none other than the man who went from no stars to 5 stars to coming out of the U, Cam Ward. I think Cam Ward is going to come out here. He's going to show the people of Tennessee that he has some promise. He's going to get at least about 3,000 yards. Okay. He's going to be exciting. They're not going to win much, but he himself is going to be exciting and a little beacon of hope for Tennessee. Just a little beacon of hope. Just a little. Hey, guys, I'm here. I'm here. Just give me some more and we can make this happen. I think that's what he's going to do. Since Rob went ahead and gave us his offensive and defensive, Bisky, who do you think is going to be defensive rookie of the year?
I will say I will have to agree with Rob on defense because I think he's going to play a lot more defense than offense than Travis Hunter, at corner. I think he's going to be shining there, and I think he gonna have the opportunity to play a lot more defense for the Jags. So I do give it to Travis Hunter. I do think, playing in the league is a lot different from college. I don't know if he's going to have the reps to win both. That's just my opinion. He could prove me wrong. I'm all for it. But yes, defensive player of the year for sure, Travis Hunter.
Defensive player of the year, Travis Hunter? Huh. Okay, so look. I'm not saying Travis can't do it, but there's a guy in New York, fairly big guy, made a statement the other day about the Jets and told them that's the only highlight you're going to be getting this season because y'all are the Jets. And that's Mr. Abdul Carter. I think that this is going to be his chance to show up and show out in New York, okay? And if he does his thing, I'm thinking a rookie with 10 sacks or better. Going crazy. I'm thinking he's going to go out there and say, hey, guys, I'm Abdul Carter. Nice to meet you, okay? And I'm here to attack your quarterback every Sunday, At least for an hour or two, okay?
Yeah.
And
that's my defensive rookie of the year. Now, with that being said, look.
Can I make you one statement on that, Nate? Can I stop you for a second?
What? Go right
now,
ahead.
You picking Abdul Carter.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Jets backups gave him a VIP seat to IHOP, right? What do you think gonna happen when them number ones get on the field? When the starters and them number ones get on the field.
So let me tell you about that. Did you not see that man's statement about the Jets? That was going to be the only highlight that they had?
I seen the statement.
I believe, because I think he has that type of willpower. And he has that type of mental craziness like LT and Michael Parsons and them have, that he's going to go out there and attack after that. It ain't going to be no more IHOP. It ain't going to be no more IHOP. It's just going to be sacks.
They had him looking like me going out there on the field tomorrow.
Nah, it's just going to be sacks of potatoes called quarterbacks. That's it. Just sacks of quarterbacks. That's all he going to do. He taking them to the bank, and he said, I want to trade these potatoes for some French fries because I've been killing all the quarterbacks, son.
All right. I got you. I hear your faith.
I got plenty of faith. Speaking of faith, we got to talk comeback player of the year. So who do you have for your comeback player of the year then, Visky?
Well, I do have a certain man that I feel like is going to make some noise. He had a little bit of injury struggles last year. Mm-hmm. My fantasy quarterback 3 years in a row, I will go with Mr. Brock Purdy. I love the way he plays. I love how he silenced the critics. And he had that injury-prone year last year, and I think this year he's going to come back going strong. Throwing that ball, throwing that rocket. Only if his receivers are up to the task this year. Because I know they've been having receiver problems. But yes, Brock Purdy, if his receivers get some act right, he's going to be comeback player of the year.
All right. So you got Brock with the comeback player of the year. Rob, who do you see making an impact coming back this year?
So speaking of the receivers that Brock Purdy's going to throw to, the receiver that I think is going to basically be the comeback player of the year for this year is Ricky Pearsall. I think that he's going to, I think he's going to be nice. I think he's going to be a nice receiver, especially with the addition of Scott Moore, with Brandon Ayuk coming back eventually. Christian McCaffrey still being in that offense, Trent Williams still being, the anchor of that line. I think that Ricky Pearsall is going to be somehow, some way, the comeback player of the year. He got shot. He was shot before last season. Then basically played about 11 games last year. Started 4. I think this is going to be the year that basically he comes back or he comes out and it's like he's that guy. He's that dude. So now I got Ricky Pearsall.
Okay. So with you picking him, I have to say this. This is where I'm going to give your Dallas team a little rub. Okay?
Right.
Well, I'm going to get him a little rub. Dak Prescott. I think he's going to come back. He's going to have a really good year. I think Dak has a point to prove. And because he's probably going to be on offense a lot more right out the gate. Because we don't know how much your defense can hold up. He's going to be throwing the ball a lot. I think that he probably throws for better than 4,000. And for y'all to be anywhere in there, and for him to be somewhat near MVP, but not quite MVP, he's going to have to throw for 35 plus touchdowns. And he's going to have to figure out how to keep those interceptions down. Okay? Because we all know sometimes he gets interception prone. But I do think it's a possibility 35, 40 touchdowns, 4,000, 4,500 yards, comeback player of the year. He ain't beating out Patty or a goddamn Jaden Daniels for his MVP, but his name is going to be in the running, okay? Because I feel like even if he was MVP, y'all still not winning the Super Bowl. So, now, with me giving you that little bit of Dallas, hey, here you go, y'all get this, okay? I will name my coach of the year, and I think it's going to be Ben Johnson of the Bears. I think the Bears are just going to miss the playoffs. I think Caleb Williams is going to get his act together, and they're gonna do really well. They're not going to make the playoffs. I just think that they're going to play really well this year, and they're going to give the people of Chicago a lot of hope. Ben Johnson has been very vocal about how their offense needs to run, what they need to do, all of that. And I appreciate it. I appreciate every bit of it. Okay. Now, Rob, who do you think will be the coach of the year this year?
So you could say that this coach is a coaching comeback of the year. I think it's going to be Pete Carroll. I think Pete Carroll was first season with the Raiders. I think they're going to be really good this year, even though they got the West, with the Chargers and Chiefs and the Broncos being out there. I think they're going to really show out and become a playoff team. So I think Pete Carroll is going to reap that benefit and basically be the coach of the year.
Okay. Fisky, your coach of the year this year. Who you got?
I got none other than the man who makes the most aggressive, the most riskiest plays, Dan Campbell. He takes the chances. He let his kicker get a lot of rest because I'm going for it. Put the offense back out there. We trying to get in the end zone. I like the aggressiveness. I like the riskiness because big risks, big rewards. That's how it always happens, man. Dan Campbell, he is going to once again show why they call him Mr. Risky, Mr. Aggressive, whatever you want to call him. He going to take them chances.
Okay. Now, with that being said, guys, that is our award predictions for this year. We've given you guys so much sauce this year that we just going over. But we're not done giving sauce just yet. Not done just yet. Not done just yet. Because we gotta talk MLB. Whenever we talk MLB, look, if you haven't been watching Major League Baseball, I'm gonna just throw this one out there. It has been some massacres going on some nights, okay? But Rob said, I've seen enough. Cal Raleigh is MVP.
Let's call
Rob, tell the people of Brah Migos Nation why you feel that Cal Raleigh is MVP.
So, Mr. Nate, if you could show one of the screen grabs that I basically sent up before the show. There it is. Thank you.
This one?
There it is. Thank you, sir. Bam! Right there. So, if you could see, now granted, this is the comparison for Aaron Judge and Cal Raleigh this year. So, Aaron Judge, granted, should be perennial AL MVP. He is that dude, and he kind of like goes away from the notion that people are like, oh, you got to be in a big market to basically be a star, because this big motherfucker could walk into any room in America and people think, oh, who do you play offensive tackle for? Like they wouldn't think of him as a baseball player. And so the thing with him is, or the thing that I say why Cal Raleigh is the MVP. So if you look at like these stats, 50 home runs compared to 41. Now you like, okay, well, Aaron Judge, he took some games off or whatever, but he only got 7 less games and only like looking at the little math, maybe like 20 or so plate appearances, just like a little difference. It ain't that much of a difference. And think about it. Cal Raleigh is a switch hitting catcher. You know how fucking hard it is to basically play from the catcher position and hit 50 home runs? It's ridiculous. It is absolutely, like Nate can tell you, like he played baseball. It's absolutely ridiculous to have a 940 OPS playing the catcher position. And you can't say like, hey, he had DH'd a bunch. He DH'd, but he only DH'd maybe 30 games. Let me look at it right here. He only DH'd 31 out of the 132 games. He only DH'd 31. So 100 some odd games, he was behind the backstop playing a really good catching position, 995 fielding percentage. Like he is the MVP, not because like if you look at the OPS for Aaron Judge and like all the other stuff, yeah, that's out of the world. He is absolutely phenomenal. Might be up for the Triple Crown this year. But when it comes to degree of difficulty with what Cal Raleigh has had to do, him being the now MLB owner of the record owner for most home runs by a catcher in the season, with a month left to go, you got to give this man the MVP. He is absolutely deserving of the MVP.
Rob makes a fair point right there. Rob, you make a fair point right there. Now, with that also being said,
big dump.
Look, I'm gonna take this point. Can we say the same thing about Kyle Schwarber? Can we say the same thing? I'm gonna flash to the other one that you put up here. Okay.
Damn, look at that magic, dog.
Kyle Schwarber. I'm gonna let you take it. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna take it. So the two guys that basically are up there for NL MVP, Mr. Shohei Ohtani, Mr. Kyle Schwarber. Now, this is not to basically say anything about my I hate the Phillies bias, because I do. I absolutely hate him. But I hate them. But I don't hate Kyle Schwarber, even though he also is a former Cub. The thing about it is he hit 4 home runs this 2 days ago? Or a day or so ago? 4 home runs in one game. The third player this season to hit 4 home runs in a game, which is crazy unto itself. And basically, like his numbers, like I think in the second half of the season is like fucking crazy. Like I think he got like a 12 OPS or some shit. Like it's crazy. But what Shohei has done, even though he's only pitched a little bit, people gonna say like, well, he's got a 4 ERA right now. He's basically been pitching during the season. He didn't pitch in spring training. Like, so all of what he's done has been in the regular season. He's been playing against MLB talent all season, pitching against it and trying to get himself basically to come back from his second Tommy John surgery. And so even with that being said, his numbers ain't as great as what they were last year. I mean, he was a 50-50 dude last year, but they still, you got the almost 6 WAR, coming from the DH position. So he ain't even playing, even though Kyle Schwarber also is coming from the DH position. But look at all those numbers: batting average, on base percentage, slugging percentage, OPS, all of that still like outside of basically the RBI and home run numbers, it's fucking crazy. Like, you have to still give it to Shohei, even though he has a better squad, even though they've had injuries, but also he has been the better player overall than Kyle Schwarber this year. And like I said, Kyle Schwarber has been doing the damn thing. He's, especially when it comes to the second half with a hotly contested division like the NL East. But man, Shohei's still that dude. Give him back-to-back MVPs. Basically, this would be his third straight MVP technically. Like, yeah, give that man the MVPs. Give him all the MVPs.
So hold on, Rob. Before we move off of Kyle Schwarber, he just hit 4 home runs. Against what team did he hit?
Oh, hold on, dog. You were absolutely right. You know what? Let me put it in my Googles. Who he went against? Let me look at that. Let me say. It looks like. Let me hold on. Let me put on my glasses. I need to really look at this. All right. He went against the Cobb County Braves. Oh, excuse me. The Atlanta County Braves. Oh, sorry. I think I got it now. The Atlanta Braves. There it is. That's what it was. I really needed my glasses to see that.
And didn't this man, whenever hitting these 4 home runs, he beat them RBI wise by himself?
9-4. 9-4. I mean, that is.
Now we're not talking about the final score.
I got 2 pet birds for y'all. I got 2 pet birds for y'all. No, one each.
I didn't get my ass with 19-4, right?
Not at all.
With a person hitting 4 home runs, because who in the hell told y'all to keep throwing the ball to him and he hit the first 2?
Like, maybe it's gonna go different this time. It's gonna go different this time. And
Mind you, Rob.
I give y'all that.
2 of them was 450 feet.
Ooh.
2 of them was 450 feet.
Hold on. Did they drop? Did they land? Like, are they still in orbit?
Look. Hey.
Let me call my cousin in NASA. Hold on.
Look. Legend tells it. They flying over every block in Atlanta right now as we speak, still just clearing them.
So Fabo was seeing spaceships on Bakehead, but he also seeing Kyle Schwarber's home runs.
Yes,
that's what you saying?
Yes, he did.
Start to see Schwarber's home runs on Bakehead. Well, no, they can't. Cause they ain't downtown no more. So like they probably didn't see that. But yeah, you know how it is.
I'm just saying.
Ha. Very funny.
I know it was
so funny. I forgot to laugh. Nate, I thought we was here, Nate.
It's okay. I laugh for you.
Hey, look.
You done jumped over to Rob's side now? I thought we was here.
Hey, look. I gotta give Schwarber his props, bro. I thought it was no way after that man hit 900 feet worth of home run that y'all was gonna throw him too much.
Yeah, it was like, nah, man. It's the ball fault. Game cheating. Nah.
He literally hit 2 back-to-back 450-foot home runs and y'all said
they deflated the balls, man.
They deflated the balls.
Like,
as he hit the first 2, I was like, "Oh, they got him walking."
This has to go different.
And they were like, "Nah." And then he hits one to left field, 378, and I was like, "Okay."
Definition of insanity.
And then I thought they'll never throw him another one, and they were like, because ESPN was literally, didn't ESPN tell you, Rob, because we were talking about this, the notification saying he's going crazy. Could he hit another one? And Rob was like, he can't hit another one. They gonna throw him another one, and they threw him another one.
I almost went yard on my TV watching the game. I just had to turn it off.
I don't blame you.
It's okay. Kyle Schwarber went yard for you, okay?
Yeah. 4 times.
Oh,
9 RBIs.
It's kind of ironic, the 4 Horsemen doing all their work in Atlanta. Basically, Kyle Schwarber doing 4 of them things in Atlanta. Like, coincidental.
Y'all just wait. Y'all time coming.
He's throwing up that
time coming. Y'all time coming. Watch.
And do it against my team. Just saying. Like, raise your hands if Kyle Schwarber didn't hit 4 home runs against your team. Beasky, where's your hand?
I'm gonna let y'all have that one today.
I mean, we'll
I'm
wait.
gonna let y'all have that one today.
Oh yeah. It's like Kyle Schwarber had those 4 home runs. Yeah, yeah, I got you. It's all good.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. You can't keep letting him do it to you once he do it the first 3 times. Okay?
You can't just keep getting away with this.
I'm gonna let y'all have it, man.
And look, that ain't even the worst part because you still gave up one to Real Muto and one to Bryce Harper.
So you were giving up all the home runs.
Oh, and Kepler. And Kepler. They gave up
So
one of
8?
Seven. They gave up 7.
7? 7 home runs?
7.
Were they on sale? Or was it like a garage sale?
Man,
Like you were just like,
buy one, get one free.
all balls must go? Like, is that what it is? Was it souvenir night? You were like, hey, instead of us basically paying for souvenirs to give to the people, they just actually hit them out. It's like, oh.
Look, y'all gonna get y'all's. Why? I'm telling you.
Well, yeah, the ball that's gonna land, it might land here. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna land here. Okay, but I mean, we'll see. I mean, you can only hope. I can only.
I'm just saying, it happens to the best of us. I just don't think that we let it happen 4 times.
I'm gonna let them get it in. Y'all, because I ain't got no comebacks. We got embarrassed. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Now, granted, like me and Rob said, y'all rotation is abysmal right now. It's bombed out and depleted. Y'all ain't got.
It sucks just like I usually do.
Y'all got to get that together. Y'all got to get that together, bro. Y'all got to get it together. I don't know what's
wrong with y'all. I'm gonna let y'all have it today. I'm gonna let Rob have it today because when his time comes, I'm gonna drop loads on them Cardinals. Watch.
Now look,
are you?
Olsen did hit a home run for y'all that game.
Oh wow! Yeah. Shorten the gap.
Not enough.
Yeah.
Not enough.
Look, God's answer first. He couldn't answer that one though. He was clearly a Phillies fan that night.
He sure was.
Just saying, bro. Just saying. But y'all know how it is here, Brah Migos Podcast. We gotta cut up. We gotta act fool, especially when there was somebody's team get obliterated like that.
Oh yes.
But like I always say, you gotta remember to like and subscribe. Hit that button right there. Tell your people about us. You know, it's free. Free 99. It's free 99. All you gotta do. So easy. But with that being said, you guys got anything to say before we get up out of here?
Good night, Canada. Good night, Taylor Swift. Congratulations to the Swift Kelsey family with the engagement and everything like that. So, you know, kudos to y'all. And we're actually gonna be having our draft. One of the drafts, I think it's for only backs in the next 10 minutes. So
10 minutes?
So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. So yeah. So one of 2 drafts is gonna be happening. The next draft is gonna happen tomorrow. Clash in Paris also tomorrow. We're gonna basically have our our blah sheets up on the social medias. And so y'all gonna be able to see what we see or how we feel about what match is gonna be coming up. But yeah, man, like, subscribe, follow us on social medias, hit us everywhere on podcast. Listen to us talk.
Hey, you got anything to say, Whiskey?
Yeah, y'all remember that, you know, we are in Paris for WWE, so we have to be up a little early to watch it in the States, you know, and Monday Night Raw also. We'll be streaming a little early. So don't think, you know, it's going to be at night. Our last Peacock PLE, by the way. Peacock PLE.
Rest in piss, Peacock.
So y'all check that out. I'll be looking at it.
I'll watch it too.
Then we'll go from there, you know. I'll see what it's talking about when I get up tomorrow.
I just want to say Peacock Rob has been saying for months, mark y'all day.
Nigga, y'all suck. And I'm glad WWE is going away from you. So damn glad.
At about 4 o'clock, I'll be hitting the cancel button tomorrow.
We'll see.
Rob been marking y'all days for quite some time now.
Nigga, once all the content goes to YouTube, nigga, or wherever it's gonna go, yeah. The cancel button might get hit.
Yeah, trust me, y'all are not on Rob's good list at all.
No sir.
But days he been like, mark y'all words, bitch. He been waiting to get y'all up out of here. You've been waiting the longest, but with that being said, we out of here. Peace.
Thanks for checking out this episode of the Brah Migos Podcast. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss an episode.